have you been up to?
Hello there, my movie peeps. We've got some crazy news to talk about, so let's get into it. Some of the things we're going to be talking about here today, guys, is we have our first look at the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria sign for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. We not only have the first poster for the upcoming Flash movie, we have got some crazy details that lead us into another topic where it's letting us know James Gunn is doing something bold and wild and possibly bringing back an old Batman to be the new Batman for the DCU. Oh, we're going to be talking about that along with so much more, but I'm going to need you guys to give me your opinions down below with everything we discuss here today. Just as a quick shameless plug, if you haven't been keeping up, I did make separate videos talking about Disney when they announced Toy Story 5. I also did a whole video giving you my thoughts on the Fast and Furious X trailer, and even giving you an update on Scream 6, looking at all the TV spots and poster that reveal some new details about the movie. I'll leave those linked down below, and I'd be much appreciated if you support those videos. But okay, diving into our first thing here, let's dive into some trailer trash. Since we got the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday, tomorrow for me, we're going to be getting a whole bunch of Super Bowl trailers, and some of them have been coming out early. At least the full-length version, because we'll only see a 30-second, maybe 1-minute version at the Super Bowl. So doing some trailer trash here, because as you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. You guys really wanted me to talk about this Strays trailer, where it follows Will Ferrell voicing a dog, who after realizing his owner is a complete garbage person, decides to round up with a bunch of other stray dogs and hunt down his owner so he can bite his dick off. I love cinema, baby.
I'm gonna bite his dick off.
And yeah, I'm gonna give this a treasure. This trailer made me laugh. I'm a dog person, and I don't think we get enough of these R-rated kind of comedies in this style, you know, where they just CGI the mouth moving and have the dog standing there like they don't know what they're doing. There was enough jokes in here to make me go, oh, this is gonna be a good time. So I'm definitely gonna be adding that one to my watch list for whenever it gets released. The next trailer here is something that I heard had been in the works for a while, and I'm so glad we got the trailer here titled Air, where it stars Matt Damon and Ben Affleck telling us the story about how Nike locked in the contract for Michael Jordan and Air Jordans. I'm just a huge sucker for movies like this that deal with real life stories involving company success or their failures, and with talent like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck being here, oh, I could just tell it's gonna be one enjoyable ride for me. And if not, it was still pretty awesome for them to give us Ben Affleck in this suit. Again, I repeat, I love cinema. So I'm gonna definitely give this trailer a treasure, as well as I'm gonna be looking forward to watching that. Moving on here, we have what appears to be our first look to the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria sign for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Now that this thing has finally begun rolling, after all these years, it's cool to see little set photos leak online. Well, skip that, because at first it was a leaked image that landed online, but then they decided to drop a video showcasing the pizzeria sign in its full glory to all its fans, and I love this, man. This to me is a beautiful sign that reminds me of the pizzeria arcades we would go to as kids, mainly Chuck E. Cheese, but you know what I'm talking about. Some Peter Piper pizza was in there. I'm still kind of curious about the time period of this movie. Is it set in the 90s? Is it set in modern day? Because this sign definitely gives me 90s vibe. Whatever the case may be, I'm just happy we are seeing stuff like this actually come online. It lets us know this movie is actually being filmed. Last minute change I'm noticing since they put this up right before I hit upload is they did give Freddy gloves this time around. He doesn't traditionally wear them, but it looks like in the movie, the animatronics might be wearing gloves. I'm okay with that change. I guess I have to see it in live action form, but here in this artwork, it looks fine. I want to know what you guys think about the reveal of the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria sign, because I think it's glorious. Bringing us now to talk about the upcoming Flash movie. It is so cool to know that we are finally going to get a full feature-length trailer of this movie. Yes, we've gotten a teaser trailer before, but from all the hype surrounding this movie, calling it one of the best DC movies ever made, and we have only gotten a small glimpse, I need to see this trailer. And well, looking at the first poster that they dropped right here, every piece of marketing that comes out about this movie is just going to be so interesting to me, just because of the Ezra Miller situation. We know Ezra has just been in headline after headline, so it makes you wonder, what are they gonna do when they market the movie? Are they really gonna show Ezra's face on every poster? And wouldn't you know, they do kind of a clever thing with the Flash having his back turned in the Batcave, Michael Keaton's Batcave. And you know what? I think this is a pretty sweet poster. It got me excited, it got me pumped. Only thing pissing me off about this new suit is that the belt doesn't go all the way around. It's the same issue I had with the Amazing Spider-Man suit. do. Why can't the belt just touch? But even with that said, this movie is still going to be somewhat important because it looks like James Gunn has gotten early enough into Warner Brothers that he can make little tweaks to the upcoming Flash movie so that it perfectly sets up his soft rebooted DCU, even though we were all hoping it was a full-on reboot. That's where it brings us into our next crazy wild story. But for now, what do you think about this Flash poster and what you're hoping to see most out of the trailer they release tomorrow?
A few moments later.
Oh, the DC God still exists. James Gunn, I have faith in you again. So I was literally minutes away from hitting upload on this side flick so you guys could see my opinions and all the movie news. And if you haven't been in the movie community for a couple of days, you might have seen these wild rumors that a previous Batman was going to be the new DCU Batman. The rumor was floating around for a couple of days. I didn't want to talk about it here on the channel because I really did not believe it was happening. The source was originating from Grace Randolph, who made a little post saying that out of these three Batman, this is who your new DCU Batman is going to be. And they will be revealed in the upcoming Flash movie. Now, I have no beef or quarrel with Grace Randolph. I've seen her get some stuff really right, and I've seen her get some stuff really wrong. But then it wasn't just her reporting this. So many other people were saying, yeah, this is true, and it's gonna be George Clooney who ends up becoming the new DCU Batman. That's where I went off with a whole rant at the end of this side flick where I was going crazy, losing my mind, because I was like, no way this is actually happening. I will eat a shoe if this is happening. And well, one of the coolest things about James Gunn is he does get on Twitter and debunk crazy rumors like this, where he did come out and confirm. A fan asked, is it true you're casting George Clooney as the new main DCU Batman? And he says, absolutely not. Someone even pries a little further and says, so will it be a previous Batman who will be the DCU Batman? And he says, no, it's gonna be a new actor, putting to rest some of these wild rumors that were out there that, again, I was not believing, but enough people were talking about them that I was starting to get scared. My hype for the Brave and the Bold went down and up so quick. So now that James Gunn has debunked this, what does this mean? It looks like we are gonna have George Clooney show up in the Flash movie. That's a cameo that's kind of been spoiled for us. I think that's great. I don't hate George Clooney Batman. I think he'd be great in a cameo role, but tell me he's gonna be the new DCU Batman and I'm gonna lose my bat nipples. I just really thought it would have been wild if they went the 60-year-old Batman route. I'm hoping whoever they cast as this new actor to be Batman, the age range I would like is maybe 30 to 35 years old, close to the new DCU Superman. I don't want to have a new young Superman and a super old grizzed out Batman again. So yeah, I'm glad that rumor's taken care of. We can move on with our lives. But anybody else out there that was seeing some of the crazy stuff go on, how do you feel about this? And do you love that we have someone like James Gunn that is willing to get online and go, this is BS? Be sure to leave me your opinions down below. But that is all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch me talk some movie news. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.